What's up, guys? My name is Troy from the Market Intel Report. I'm here today with Howard Honeyman from Forward Water Technologies. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about Forward Water Technologies, how you got involved, how things kind of got started.
Well, without going too deep into it, I was working at an accelerator. I had previously had jobs and influential positions, if you will, with startup companies. And Forward Water was one of the technologies that had moved through the accelerator I was working at. The technology was incredible. Like, the bench chemistry was powerful. I could see a way to commercialization, and I worked with the management at the accelerator to step in front of it. And it made sense for them, made sense for me. I did that in 2015. Haven't looked back. I'm excited about developing the technology from a science and engineering perspective, and I'm actually being bitten by the sustainability bug, and water has become a really key passion for me as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's a huge market today, sustainability, looking into the future and fixing, the issues that we've built over the past few years that's not sustainable, building on that. So what are some of the key issues you identified that made you want to fix it? What kind of issues were there that made you realize, there's something here that we can make money on?
Well, I saw the molecules in the laboratory, and I realized the way that they were being applied and could be applied was actually such a powerful way for the science to express itself. I mean, it sounds kind of corny, but that's what I do. I can put my finger on technologies that are in the laboratory that have real commercial impact. And then the other thing that happened that you couple with that is, I mean, there's such an emphasis now on access to drinking water, access to fresh water on a population base. 1 in 9 people by 2040, I think the number is, will have limited access to drinking water on a planetary basis. And that's incredible. Then as I got drawn into the company and what you could do with and how you could treat wastewater and you could recover so much of it, you also find out the other side, that today most of that water is actually permanently disposed of. It's burnt, it's buried, or it's boiled. You take hundreds of thousands of liters of what was clean water and you put it down at deep well disposal to be permanently disposed of.
Seems like a
and
huge
with the water
waste
in the world, what do you do with it? That just doesn't add up.
Yeah. So give me an example of practical use of this product. If I'm a medicine manufacturer and, I want to do better, be more sustainable, what would be the practical usage? Give me an example of how that would work.
Well, if you're manufacturing food and beverage products,
Okay.
textile products, semiconductors, pharmaceutical products, you use water to make those things. And that's really important that you make those things. But you end up making tanker trucks a day of wastewater that goes for disposal. And when I say it goes for disposal, you drive it today from Ontario to Vickery, Ohio to put it down a disposal well. That takes time, it takes diesel fuel, it takes a lot of energy, and plus you lose that water on a permanent basis. So what if you could, on a cheaper rate, extract most of that volume, 90% of that volume, as fresh, reusable water? So much so that for your factory, that water became a part of your permanent infrastructure and not something that you just disposed of. Well, now you've saved money, you save CO2 emissions, and you reuse the water that you would otherwise take from the local water table. So those things add up to a really attractive case scenario in my head.
Yeah, seems like a no-brainer. Like, if I was a business owner, I wouldn't have to think twice to implement a product like this. So what are the plans for scaling the business, especially want to talk about, developing countries, because we know there's, a lot of water shortage in many places in the world. Is this a product that can be applied there in the developing world?
So the first thing that we've taken care of is when you're approaching an industry like this, you're selling to enable a knowledgeable engineering community. And so what we've done is we've taken the engineering risk out. We've scaled the technology up to viable commercial volumes. So intervals of tanker trucks, that's kind of how we think about it. Can we treat a tanker truck of waste a day? And we've scaled it up, we've done it, that's behind us, we've got the data, it looks good. So how do you roll it out? So you roll it out, first of all, here by showing that engineering data, and then that's successful, and we're pushing on that as well. In areas we can't serve, and you mentioned in particular developing nations, we think this technology is in fact suitable for developing nations because it's a low cost once implemented to operate, and it's low cost to actually put the capital together. So we have licensed the technology to an enabled engineering partner, skilled engineering partner in India, where they can overcome the local logistics of getting the technology placed. And they're already up and operating and showing that in the Indian manufacturing environment, this is a cost-effective way of treating wastewater. So that's really exciting. And it's so effective, and water is so scarce in India today that the clean water that's produced from our system is actually a chemical product. So they're making money both treating the water and then selling the fresh water. So it's really remarkable.
Amazing, amazing. So what are the plans, for the future as far as, some other public offerings and other markets other than the TSX, and any capital being raised? What are the plans for the future there?
Well, the real key for us is to get substantial commercial success, traction here in the local market in Southern Ontario. There is enough industry that in the northeastern United States and Canada, we can show the technology roll out. Once we start securing those types of contracts under what we call a build, own, operate model, where we provide the treatment as a service, we're going to roll this out in Europe. And I think at that point, either entering the stock exchanges in Europe that are motivated on a sustainability front, such as the Norwegian Stock Exchange or the one of the exchanges based in London, we think that's a proper way to sort of expose the business on a greater investment side, generate the capital we need to enter those sort of other markets.
Amazing. Awesome, Howard. It was a pleasure speaking with you. I really am looking forward to what Forward Water Technologies is going to do in the future. I think you guys are going to do great things. I think we're going to see your name and company everywhere around the world in the near future. So best of luck, and thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my pleasure. Please circle around and talk to us in 6 months. I'm happy to update everybody.
For sure, will do. Alrighty, you have a good one. All the best.